Let me quickly talk to you about Wix Dropshipping. So in today's conversation, I want to review Wix Dropshipping in depth. A lot of folks talk about WooCommerce, BigCommerce, Big Cartel, and so on and so forth, even Shopify. But Wix Dropshipping could be a great opportunity for you. So let's really, so is the whole thing still worth it? Let's dig a little deeper here. So here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. So when you think about Wix Dropshipping, I want you to think about three things. You have a drag and drop editor, you have templates, and you have a great constellation of tools. So all those three, this trifecta makes Wix a very wonderful opportunity when it comes to drop shipping, because you can set up a website real quick and actually start making money. And now the thing is that Wix is, in terms of pricing, is a little pricier than the other competitors, though. Okay. What are the pros and cons of Wix dropshipping here? So first of all, let's talk about the pros. So Wix drag and drop building tools makes its editor extremely easy to use, even for beginners with no tech experience. So drag and drop, fantastic. You have a great online store offering. So Wix has a great selection of e-commerce tools, including for drop shipping, that make it, in our view, a top choice if you're looking for, let's say if you're looking to open an online store. It can be a drop shipping store, it can be all kinds of stores, and everything you need to grow and scale is there. So Wix has an impressive set of features and an extensive app store. That means that it has the tools you need no matter what size of website you are building. And you have tons of flexibility and creative freedom, meaning you can easily customize your template so it looks exactly how you want it. What about the cons here? The thing is that you can't switch your template once you have published your site without starting again from scratch. So from let's say from a dropshipping perspective, this could be a bummer. And for added functionality, you may have to pay extra to install third-party apps. And the whole thing can feel overwhelming when you first load the Wix editor. And there's a lot of features and design options. So think about a steep learning curve when you start. And Wix's best features are locked behind premium plans, so you'll need to pay more if you want to access them. Especially if you want to unlock some of the dropshipping features, you might have to pay more. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. We're having a quick convo today about the Wix dropshipping to see if the tool is really worth it. So Wix is really perfect in our view for small businesses, creatives, and beginners in terms of dropshipping, because it is a feature-rich platform with awesome SEO tools and hundreds of apps. You can choose from over 800 to 1,000 professionally designed and fully customizable templates, and anyone can create a beautiful website on Wix, even if you have no tech experience. Now let's dig a little deeper here. So what are the steps to actually dropship on Wix? What should you do step by step? I want to break it down for you. Now, the first thing you want to do here is you need to find your niche. People talk about this all the time, but this is critical, because if you're a beginner, right, and or you are an experienced dropshipper, but you were doing dropshipping through Wix the first time around, you want to really you want to find your niche. And the thing is, you have hundreds of products you can choose from when you're trying to start. So by choosing your niche, you are really catering to a specific audience, and this will really help you establish authority first. Because see, when you start, you want to establish authority even before like thinking about branching out to other niches. You want to start with your core niche, and then once you have mastered that niche properly, you can move on to the next one. Very important. By the way, boss, I want to remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Wix dropshipping. This is a Wix dropshipping review, and I'm going like in depth to really give you everything you need to know about. So one thing I want to mention here is that when we talk about niche, it's important to ask yourself a few questions. When trying to pick a niche, there are a few things that you think about. Does the product excite you? Is your niche just a fad? What's the competition doing? Which products have the best profit margin, right? I mean, you want to note down some potential product ideas and check out their wholesale price compared to the retail price other dropshippers are selling them for, right? So there will be items that sell better and have bigger profit potential. So those are the items you want to go for. And please make sure that the product must excite you. We're not saying that it has to be a passion project, but you need to have a little bit of a slight interest in what you're selling. Otherwise, you're going to find it difficult to be able to showcase and promote it in a way that will attract customers, right? So it's very important. And your niche cannot be a fad. Remember, in the 90s, when tooth gems were the in thing, it was a cool thing at the time. But think about it, 5 years ago, or 5 years down the road, or 10 years down the road, what happened? So you don't want to have you don't want to have products that are a fad, right? You want to have this is kind of similar to when you have content marketing. You want to have evergreen content, right? The same way you want to have evergreen products. That way you are able to make money in and out, depending on, no matter the season, you are making money. That's what you want anyway. The second thing I want you to really work on, you need to work out your budget. So the first thing is you want to choose a niche. Second thing, you want to work out a budget. I want you to look right now on the screen. So here are Wix premium plans. Okay, so you have the enterprise, the business elite, business core, and light. So if you want to choose a Wix for your drop shipping, you got to really choose the right one. Now, we recommend that you start with the light. We start with the light and see what really happens here. So the light here, you have 2 collaborators, you have 2 team members. And but if you have, let's say, 5 team members, you can go with the core. And so you can see the prices on the screen as of the date of this show. Maybe by the time you're watching this show, maybe it could be 1 year from now, 10 years from now, prices might have changed. But it's important to understand that you have the core pricing plans, but you have to choose what really works for you. And when we talk about Wix in terms of your budget, does the price actually fit into your budget, or you were thinking about something more or something less? It's really important, because the thing is that the prices I'm giving you on the screen here, those are monthly prices. But if you were to pay the annual price, the yearly price, you get a discount, and the discount can go all the way to 30%. So if you have, let's say, if you have latitude in your budget, we would advise you to go with the yearly budget. That's a lot better for you. But it's important to understand that if you like, in addition to your website cost, most dropshipping apps also charge monthly. For example, you have Spocket. I will speak about the apps later on, but you have Spocket that charges like somewhere from $24 to $40 per month. You have Modelist that has a free plan, but you have so you have a lot of players. You have Spocket, you have Doba. You have so you have a lot of, so you have to think about those extra payments that you have to make to those apps. Okay, so overall, to dropship, you want to budget anywhere from $100 to $150 just for the website part of things. Okay, and so this you should be good to go at least at the beginning. And then once you start having sales, you might have the need to buy other plugins or other plugins or add-ons. It really depends on you. The third thing I want you to do here is to register with Wix. So you need to understand that Wix is one of the most popular website builders out there. And in terms of dropshipping, it does a great job. You will have a sleek website, a sleek dropshipping website. You can sell all the stuff you need. And I already spoke to you about how much Wix will cost you, but you need to register. So basically, you head to the Wix website and hit the blue Get Started button to begin building your website. So you'll then be invited to enter your email address and the password to create an account. So before going to your site editor, Wix will ask you a few questions to give it, so that the platform has an idea what you'll be using your website for. Okay, so this is important. It's nothing complicated at all. So you have to specify whether you are using the cart. You're using the website for e-commerce, which you want in this case, because this is a dropshipping enterprise. But you also can use the Wix to open all kinds of stores, or even personal stores also. Okay, so everything is really great. One thing I want to say here is that we love the fact that Wix has a drag and drop builder, so you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to code or anything at all. This is just fantastic. The next thing I want you to do here is to customize your website. So first you actually choose your niche, right? Number 2, you want to work out your budget. Number 3, you want to register with Wix. Number 4, you want to customize your website. And so this is really easy. You just have to choose a template. And remember, Wix has over 800 different website templates. You just have to choose one, and you got to customize it based on your liking. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about Wix dropshipping. This is a Wix dropshipping review, and I'm going as granular as possible to give you all kinds of ideas when it comes to Wix dropshipping. And I was just talking about the fact that you have a lot of you have a constellation of templates, dropshipping templates, or regular templates on Wix. You can use them for a lot of things. And one thing I want to say also is that when you think about customizing your site, make sure that it adheres to your logo, to your branding, and everything else. Because if you want to do a Wix dropshipping, that means that you want to register your company, like you want to register your dropshipping entity as a company, as a legit company. So that you have to think about branding, think about marketing. I'll speak about that later on, but I want you to think about it as you start right now, because otherwise, if you don't do it now, you won't be able to do it afterwards. The next thing I want you to do here is to select a dropshipping app. See, the thing is that just having the Wix website, Wix is a website builder. It is not built for you can use it for everything. But if you build your website, your online store with Wix, you need to have a dropshipping app so that you can actually do the integration. So when we talk about dropshipping apps, you have a constellation of players. We have reviewed several dropshipping apps on this show, but you can use Modellist, you can use Adobe, you can use Spocket. But just remember that Modellist is actually a product of Wix. So Wix actually bought over Modellist a couple of months ago. So the preferred app when it comes to Wix is Modellist. Okay, so once you have added Modellist to your online store, you'll be redirected to its website where you will need to enter your email address to create an account. And what will happen here is that this will allow you to connect Modellist with your site so you can start searching for products you would like to sell. And it's really easy when it comes to finding products. You can do a lot of stuff with Modellist. You can, in terms of finding products, Modellist features over 100 million items. With that level of choice, you are guaranteed to find something to suit your niche of course. And each product will display the wholesale price alongside the retail price so you can calculate your profit margin. And so you also have the ability to add products to the import list. So this is good. You can set your pricing rules, okay? And it's important to understand that the Modellist will cost you something extra. So you have to pay Modellist in addition to the Wix website builder / hosting fee. And but it is totally worth it, okay? And one thing I want to say also is that you can also try Spocket. So Modellist works fine with Wix, but you can also try Spocket. And the thing is, unlike Modellist, Spocket doesn't offer a free plan, so you have to pay to use it. If you want to pay annually, the Pro plan starts at about $25 to $50 a month, but you'll only be able to sell up to 250 products in addition to 25 premium products. The Empire and Unicorn plans cost between $50 to $75 and $70 to $89 per month, respectively. And again, it's one of those things you have to see what really works for you. What I want you to really do now is to set up shipping. So you got to set up your shipping rules. And so this is kind of cool because the best part about drop shipping is that you don't have to worry about packaging and shipping your products because your chosen drop shipping app on Wix will do that for you. Most of them even offer custom packaging and branded invoicing too. So customers get a consistent journey from start to finish. And both Modellist and Spocket offer shipping guidance. And this is kind of cool. And it's one of those things you have to actually contact. First of all, go through the app to see what kind of guidance they offer, and then you should be good to go. Now, the thing I want to say here is that when you import your products, the shipping fees will not be transferred to your store. Instead, you'll need to set up manually in your Wix dashboard using those provided on your dropshipping app to help you calculate your rates. This way, you can add a shipping charge or increase the retail price to include the shipping cost so that you can offer free delivery. The choice is totally yours. Next thing I want you to do is that I want you to tick all the legal boxes. So think about stuff like choosing a business structure. If you remember earlier, I was just telling you that you need to, if you are thinking about drop shipping through Wix, you want to have a drop shipping business, you need to have a business. So choose a business structure. This could be an LLC, it can be a sole proprietorship, it can be an LLP, it can be a corporation, an S corporation, a C corporation. But we advise you to actually choose an LLC, a limited liability company. Okay, that way you are really covering yourself in terms of legal liability, but you're also making sure that you are making profits. Like you have some of the best legal structures there, and you want to apply for an EIN. So EIN stands for Employer Identification Number. You will need to have something like this if you want to have a dropshipping business. That way you are covering, again, you're covering yourself and also complying with the law, right? And you also need to register your business domain name. Try to do it as early as possible so that you're covered as well. Again, it's all about covering yourself because you never know. Stuff happens and you want to be covered if something were to happen to you. But just remember that dropshipping is legal and it's not a problem at all. You can register your name and the authorities will actually will acknowledge your business. Not a problem at all. So let's quickly, let me give you the verdict here. So is Wix really worth it? That's an important question. So the thing is that Wix dropshipping is fantastic. You have a lot of pros and a few cons. And what we love about Wix dropshipping is that it's constantly evolving. It has all the tools you need to actually be a wonderful dropshipper. And the tool has a lot of capabilities that we love a lot. And what we love also is that you are able to get your product done. You can have a sleek website. This is really good. And one thing I also want to say here is that I want to say that you are able to scale with Wix. Not a problem at all. So you can see that Wix has different layers of website builders. So as a dropshipper, you can start at a very low level and then grow as your business grows. And Wix has a constellation of features. For example, you have the landing page builder. You have the drag and drop editor. You have strong SEO features. So you have a constellation of things that are really great for you if you want to choose Wix as your dropshipping tool. That's really fantastic. And one thing I want to say here also is that just remember that at the end of the day, Wix is not going to help you sell more. You're going to have to use the tools that Wix has to actually be able to sell more. So the choice is yours. The work will be yours, but it's totally possible. Wix dropshipping is totally a potentially lucrative initiative. You just have to make sure that you choose your niche properly, that you are able to to position yourself the right way, and also think about promotion, right? CPC, PPC, all those things are important. Facebook ads, social media ads in general, but please have the right product first. Wix is only a tool. If you don't have the right product, Wix is not going to do miracles for you, okay? Wix or the dropshipping apps, those apps are not going to do miracles for you. You got to have the right product and you got to be able to position yourself properly. This is really, really important. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Here's a recap for you. So Wix dropshipping, I gave you the overview and the steps you need to find to actually follow if you want to succeed on Wix dropshipping. Find your niche, work out your budget, register with Wix, customize your website, select the dropshipping app, okay? You want to set up shipping and tick all the legal boxes. Fantastic. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.